TJ, big win for the Bobcats. 77 points out there. Obviously, that's nice to see as the quarterback. You feel like this team it's finally starting to click in this third game. You guys are a bunch of new guys, brand new offense, brand new scheme. I feel like you guys are starting to figure this thing out.
Yeah, I mean, we had it figured out week one. Really, we went to Baylor and played a very good team. They held Utah to the last seconds of the game. I mean, I feel like, during fall camp, we put in a lot of work during this offseason. We put in a lot of extra work to make sure everybody was bought in, everybody was on the same page. So, I think we've kind of had it figured out and what we wanted to do and who our identity, was going to be. And stuff like that. Unfortunately, we faced a hell of a defense in UTSA. They played very well, and it exposed us a little bit on what we needed to get better at and what we needed to work on. But ultimately, I mean, it comes down to us. Are we going to execute or not? And as you can see, when we execute, we're very dangerous.
Yeah, execution. That seemed to be the big word for Coach Kinney this week going into it. You obviously, when you score 77 points, you feel like the execution is there. But what were you guys doing differently in practice this week to make sure you execute these plays?
Yeah, just the communication, right? Just being able to take what we're getting in the meeting rooms to the field, to the practice field, and actually replicating that versus scout team. And they played exactly what we thought. Well, Jackson State played exactly what we thought they were going to play all week. We knew we were going to get quarters. Once we get down to the red zone, they were either going to give us quarters or man, and we had a plan for both. So I think the game plan was a very good game plan by Coach Leftwich, and we went out day in and day out and executed.
DJ, obviously with this being the home opener, very great crowd. How good did it feel like to play in front of the Bobcat fans, especially with a huge crowd like this?
Yeah, I didn't expect a lot of fans, really. A lot of people that has been here over time has told me that they never, don't even fill up half the stadium. So for the Bobcat Nation to come out today and support us is very big. And as they can see, they have a very big part of the success. The more they show up, the more they come out and show out. And even on road games, the more they travel and stuff like that, it helps us and it gives us that confidence that the city believes in us.
You were talking about, y'all needed this big bounce back after UTSA. Just what was the mentality of practice all week leading up to this Jackson State game?
Yeah, the mentality, we're not going to lose at home, right? We're going to protect our house. We're going to protect our turf. That same turf that's out there that we played on, we practice on that. We sweat on it. We bleed on it. We sit there and we pray with each other on it. And the message was be grateful for what God has given us and let's protect our home.
You got most of the reps for that first half. We also saw a lot of, Malik getting snaps during the second half, PJ and CJ getting. How good does it feel to see like your fellow quarterbacks getting those snaps?
Yeah, I didn't say it, but at home I had in the back of my mind I wanted to play well enough to get PJ in the game, and ultimately that happened. So I think we did a great job, as a unit. Operating the offense and stuff like that. Like Coach said, I had a couple plays I want to take back and do a little, like that third and one on the 2 minute. Like that's just a rookie mistake. But just small plays like that needs to get better in order for us to take the next step.
Great day running for the team. Almost 400 yards rushing. After last week at UTSA, when it didn't seem like you guys could get a lot going on the ground. With the rushing attack, how important is it to have that flowing in order to get the passing game flowing?
Yeah, absolutely. That's very important. I think the more you see it in college football in general, the teams that can run the ball on first down and get you into second and medium, those are the teams they're more efficient on offense. Once you get that first down and you keep going and building on that, that's important. It also slows down the rush, right? The defense don't really want to blitz because they can get gap schemes and stuff like that. So just having that run game is very key to the passing game.
No Nash Jones tonight, but Trenton Scott got in there at left tackle. Some others did as well. How do you feel the offensive line did tonight?
They did amazing. They did what they were supposed to do. They did exactly what they were coached to do this week. Like I said, we knew what we were going to get in the secondary, also up front, and praying for Nash. That's a huge loss for us, and guys have to step up. It's a next man up mentality. So, Trent he's done this before. He's been here before. He's played a little bit, so he knows what's expected of him, and he knows what he has to do.
Another player that's injured, Myron Warren. We saw him go down. The whole team rallied around him. Yeah. Obviously, it's on everyone's mind tonight. They haven't given you an update. I'm sure there's nothing you can.
No,
about
not
Myron?
really. I really didn't know what happened when he went down. But like Coach said, Myron is in our prayers every day. We pray before the game. We all touch and agree on the same thing, and just it's very unfortunate, that those things happen in football.
TJ, obviously very exciting news for you. We found out, you're going to be a dad and all that stuff to twins.
Absolutely.
Just tell me, when did you find out, and what is that feeling like being?
Yeah, so I found out in May or April, right? Me and my fiance and I, we were back at home in Louisiana. We're from the same area. We went to high school together, so been knowing her a long time. But yeah, we found out in May, and it's crazy because when we went to the hospital, she was throwing up and all those symptoms. When we went to the hospital, we thought something was wrong, right? And then the doctor came in and told us that we were having twins, and I was just sitting there in shock. I didn't say anything for 5 minutes. And so, but yeah, I'm super excited, man. Can't wait for them to get here. The due date is November 11th. With them being twins, they might get pushed up by the week. They are huge. I'm talking. My fiance is walking around talking about wide stomach, but it's an amazing, man. For God to be able to create that and really. Just show the world that he's here and he's in everything. It's amazing, man. I can't thank her enough for being a soldier and going through all of that for our family, and I love her to death. She's my world.